Interior motel room, dusk. Looking out through the window, a taxi pulls up, and Mara, 20s, slender, vivacious with an air of low class, gets out and walks hurriedly toward the building. The camera pans backward from the window to reveal the musty motel room. One of the beds hasn't been disturbed, while the other sheets are in a heap on the floor, and clothing, empty fast food containers, and other items littered all over it. A TV plays faintly somewhere in the room, news reports describing a world wrapped in turmoil. A duffel bag gets tossed onto the bed as Pavel, 30s, tall, medium build, ruggedly handsome, walks over, his electric toothbrush drooping from his lips. He holds his wristwatch up to his mouth and through his toothbrush mumbles into it.
Where's Mara?
The door beeps 3 times and Mara bursts through, tossing her handbag aside and collapsing in a heap on the untouched bed. Pavel walks over to where she's laying and glances at her red, swollen eyes. He squats down beside the bed and kisses her on the forehead.
Hey, baby. I was starting to get nervous. How did it go with your parents?
Mara doesn't answer. She is trembling.
They must think we're crazy.
We can't go, baby. I can't do it.
She quietly bursts into tears and buries herself in the blanket. Pavel climbs onto the bed and snuggles up next to her.
Mara, we don't have a choice. It's way too late to back out now. Saying goodbye was always going to be hard, but once we get to the checkpoint and get busy with training, everything will be easier.
Mara's gentle sobbing continues.
Baby, we've been given the chance of a lifetime to start fresh, and we get to go together. Millions of people applied for this, and we were selected.
Pav, this is crazy. I can't go, and you can't go without me.
These aren't options, Mar. They're going to be here any minute now to pick us up. And
You're not listening to me. I've made up my mind. I can't leave this all behind. It's going to be different. Life is going to change so dramatically, and there is no coming back. You're not seriously thinking about leaving without me, are you?
I never said that.
Pavel takes his gaze away from Mara's as his eyes dart around the room. After a long pause,
What would you miss?
I'm not going to miss anything. We're not going.
Just tell me, what would you miss if we went?
Mara relaxes her shoulders and wipes a fresh batch of tears from her cheeks.
My family, my friends, my garden, home-cooked meals, live music, sunrises, sunsets, dipping my feet in the lake at my parents' place.
Her voice trails off as Pavel pulls her forehead towards him so that it touches his own. He stares into her eyes and they share a brief but passionate kiss on the lips.
Mar, even if we stay, you can't even touch the water at your parents' place anymore, let alone swim in it. And I can't remember the last time someone had the balls to play a live show. This might be our only chance to get out of here before things get even worse. And we can make the life we want up there. No debt, no authority.
Pavel stands up, then turns around and looks down at Mara, who is staring at the ground.
You know I can't stay, and I'm not leaving without you.
This isn't your only way out, Pavel. My parents can help you. My dad said that he knows someone.
Pavel bends over and tosses a duffel bag at Mara. A watch falls out and projects a photo of the two of them a few inches above, like a hologram.
Get packing, Mara. They'll be here any minute.
Pavel continues packing while Mara stares at the duffel bag beside her. She picks up the watch from the bag and puts it on. Using her hands, she swipes through photos, revealing the adventures they'd had in their past together. Pavel looks over at her, glazing through the photos.
Babe, this is no different. This is going to be the most insane adventure we've ever gone on together. I can't wait to take this on with you.
Mara shuts the watch off and walks toward the bathroom. Pavel walks over to the window and looks out.
I think they're here. Do what you need to do to get ready, and I'll pack your shit.
Pavel picks up her bag from the ground and tosses a few items in it. Mara stands in the bathroom doorway, staring at Pavel packing her stuff. Her eyes begin to well up.
We're not going, Pav.
She backs into the bathroom and slams the door shut. Pavel runs up to the bathroom and bangs on the door, leaning right up against it.
Mara, we can't argue about this right now. We need to go.
Mara sobs uncontrollably from within the locked bathroom as Pavel wanders frantically around the room looking for something he can use to open it.
Mara, don't do this. You know I have to go. Don't do this to us.
Mara continues sobbing and refuses to emerge from the locked bathroom. Pavel hurriedly tosses the last of his things in his duffel bag. He walks back over to the bathroom door, then stops, leaning his head against it in defeat. Long pause as he listens to Mara sobbing in the bathroom. He tries the handle and realizes that it has unlocked, but stops turning it before it opens, and throws his gaze toward the window. He removes his watch and places it on the windowsill, then turns for the door, pausing one more time in front of the bathroom door before exiting the room, the door clicking and beeping 3 times behind him. Mara stops sobbing. Through the window, Pavel exits the building and hurries toward the black SUV that is waiting for him. Mara emerges off camera from the bathroom and runs over to the window. She sees what's happening, then immediately bolts for the door to the room. Pavel approaches the SUV, where a man in a suit is holding the back door open. Pavel tosses his bag in and then turns toward the main entrance of the motel, waiting for a beat before hopping in. The man in the suit closes the door after him and hops in the open front door of the SUV, and it rips out of the parking lot as Mara hurdles herself through the main doors of the hotel toward where the SUV just was. She comes to an abrupt stop, defeated, and then lifts her wristwatch to her face, as Pavel did at the beginning. Pavel's watch on the windowsill rings and continues ringing after the cut to black.